Hello and welcome to Nice and Blunt. It's Monday, so it's time to look ahead to next week and make my win-loss predictions for every game. These are the Week 14 matchups. In Week 13, I kept my win percentage pretty much the same. It's 8-5 so far. We get a game tonight. I picked the Patriots at Buffalo, but I wasn't too upset to be wrong about some of these games. I'm really happy that the Chargers won. That was a good one. The Detroit Lions finally got their first win. Good for them. And the Washington football team handed it to the Raiders. The Seahawks kind of saved their season, and the Pittsburgh Steelers surprisingly won over the Ravens. But let's move on to Week 14. The first game of the week is on Thursday, obviously, and it's the Pittsburgh Steelers going on the road at the Minnesota Vikings. And the Vikings are pretty banged up at the moment. Dalvin Cook didn't play last week, and we don't expect him to play this week. So Alexander Mattison really needs to step up once again. I think he's going to be good for fantasy purposes, but the team is not as complete without Dalvin Cook. And also they're going to be without Adam Thielen. I think that was a huge part of why they lost that game to the Lions. Their offense just wasn't clicking as well. And I think it's really going to impede them because I think the Steelers' defense will show up. They're a very hungry team, very well coached. So I will take the Steelers on the road over the Vikings. All right, so let's move on to Sunday. We got the Ravens at Cleveland, a rematch of the game they played 2 weeks ago. The Cleveland Browns are coming off a bye, and I think Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are going to be a lot more effective than they were against Baltimore a couple of weeks ago. Nick Chubb ran for 2 yards a carry in that game, and that's very uncharacteristic of him. So they'll be better, but I don't know if they will be good enough. I feel like Baker Mayfield's injuries are really hindering this offense, especially without Odell Beckham Jr. and Donovan Peoples-Jones hasn't been healthy. There's not really a deep threat. Don't really feel confident with the Browns over the Ravens. I will take the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. But then the Jacksonville Jaguars go on the road in division against the Titans, who are also coming off a bye. And this won't be a close one. I'll take the Titans even without A.J. Brown, who's still going to be on IR. The Titans will get it done. So moving on, the Raiders go against Kansas City. And this is a rematch of a game we saw just a few weeks ago as well. That game wasn't competitive. I believe the final score was 41-14 Chiefs. So it's going to be even harder for the Raiders to win in Arrowhead. And that's why I will take the Chiefs. Their defense has just been so good lately. They have really held opponents to very few points. And then the New Orleans Saints go on the road against the New York Jets, and this is not going to be a fun game to watch. Very ugly offenses at the moment, and Taysom Hill is definitely the better quarterback, but I'm not sure he's a franchise quarterback, and it'll be close, but I definitely don't trust Zach Wilson against Sean Payton's defense. So give me the New Orleans Saints on the road, and then the Dallas Cowboys go on the road against the Washington football team. And I'm pretty sure they have like almost nothing but division games left within the NFC East. And I think Dallas is just going to dominate. They have a much more complete roster. And even though Antonio Gibson is going to give them hell, I just don't think they have enough weapons to keep up with the Cowboys. Give me Dak and the Dallas Cowboys. And then the Falcons go on the road against the Carolina Panthers, and Cam Newton is coming off a bye, but he won't have Christian McCaffrey. That's a huge piece for this offense. Even without CMC, I think I like the Carolina Panthers. Chuba Hubbard and DJ Moore will be able to get it done. And if Robbie Anderson can step up just a little bit, I think it'll be enough on offense. But they're really going to lean on the defense. It's going to be a low-scoring game. And then the Seattle Seahawks go on the road against the Houston Texans. Not excited about this one, but Houston is not a team that scares you, and even though Seattle is reeling, they did put things together against the 49ers, to my surprise. They're piecing it together in the run game, and that's definitely going to help them. So I will take the Seahawks to go on a bit of a win streak. It'll be their second win in a row against Houston. The Texans don't scare me. And then the Detroit Lions against the Denver Broncos. The Lions, they play every game very tough. Like it's rare that a team blows them out, but the Lions need to put up more than 20 in order to compete. I don't think that they can do that against the Broncos defense. They are pretty stout. I think Patrick Surtain will give Jared Goff a really rough time. I picked up their defense last week in order to stream them for this game. I think they're going to dominate. So give me the Broncos at home, and then the New York Giants go on the road against the Chargers. This is going to be an easy win for the Chargers. The Giants have nothing going right at the moment. No one's healthy. And even though the Chargers have been terrible against the run this season, they've actually been much better in the last couple of games. They held Joe Mixon to very few yards per carry, and they will do the same to Saquon Barkley. So the Chargers are going to win this one at home, stay in the running for the AFC West, and then the San Francisco 49ers against the Cincinnati Bengals. This is not going to be an easy win for either team. Going to be a great one to watch. Very interested in this one. And coming off that loss, I think I will take the Bengals at home. I don't fully trust Jimmy Garoppolo, and we don't know if Deebo Samuel is going to suit up. And he was really critical for them in that loss to Seattle. I think they really needed an extra piece, and Brandon Ayuk didn't really do anything until the fourth quarter. So that's going to be a big hindrance if they can't get him going. And I think the Bengals defense will show up. Even if they can lock up Jamar Chase, I don't think they can also lock up T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd and Joe Mixon. So expect Joe Mixon to continue his scoring streak and keep the Bengals alive. I will take the Bengals at home. And then the Buffalo Bills go on the road at Tampa Bay. Going to be a shootout if I've ever seen one. I think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a more complete team, and it looks like they're much more healthy on defense these days. So I think they'll be able to tough it out at home over the Buffalo Bills. And then the Chicago Bears at Green Bay on Sunday night. Always a good rivalry game. But like he said the last time he trotted into the end zone against Chicago, he owns the Bears. So Aaron Rodgers is not going to be stopped. They're coming off a bye. Aaron Jones will be healthy. A.J. Dillon is going to get the rock a lot as well. And you know Devontae Adams won't be stopped. So give me the Packers quite comfortably. Quite comfortably, they look like the class of the NFL. At least the NFC at the moment. And then on Monday night, a hell of a game. The Rams on the road against the Cardinals, two elite franchises at the moment, and it's going to be really competitive, a hell of a shootout. But I think I trust Kyler Murray. I think those weeks off really did him some good. He needed them, and he looks back to being himself. So I will take the Cardinals. I think they are a more complete team. And on bye, we get the Colts, the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Eagles. This will be the last bye week throughout the league, so we'll be going back to 16 games a week starting in week 15. So let's run it back one more time. I'll go through all of those picks. I got the Steelers over the Vikings, the Ravens over the Browns, the Titans over the Jaguars, the Chiefs over the Ravens, the Saints over the Jets, the Cowboys over the football team, the Panthers over the Falcons, the Seahawks over the Texans, the Broncos over the Lions, the Chargers over the Giants, the Bengals over the 49ers, the Buccaneers over the Bills, the Packers over the Bears, and the Cardinals over the Rams. So a lot of home teams are who I'm expecting to win this week. And that's going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. I'll be giving you some start-sit decisions, some rankings videos, and also some must-starts before the week is over. Trying to lock up this very important win in week 14. It's either the first week of your playoffs or the last week of the regular season. No time to slow down. My name is Adam Riancho, and thank you for watching Nice and Blunt.